Before the first shots of independence were fired, Mexico was not yet Mexico. For 3 centuries, it was the jewel of the Spanish Empire in the Americas, known as the Viceroyalty of New Spain. From the deserts of the north to the tropical jungles of the south, the land was rich in silver, gold, fertile soil, and diverse cultures. But beneath the wealth lay deep divisions. Spanish-born elites, called peninsulares, held the highest positions in government, church, and commerce. Criollos, people of Spanish descent born in the America, were wealthy but excluded from the top ranks of power. By the late 18th century, a storm was brewing. Enlightenment ideas of liberty and equality reached New Spain from Europe. The American Revolution and the French Revolution lit sparks of possibility. And in 1808, the Napoleonic invasion of Spain weakened the crown's grip on its colonies. When Napoleon forced the Spanish king to abdicate, the legitimacy of colonial rule was thrown into question. Criollo leaders began to meet in secret, discussing autonomy or outright independence. In the small town of Dolores, a parish priest named Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla was becoming a quiet revolutionary. Hidalgo was no ordinary priest. He spoke indigenous languages, criticized the abuses of Spanish officials, and questioned the rigid social hierarchy. At dawn on September 16, 1810, the church bells of Dolores rang out, not for mass, but for revolution. Hidalgo called the townspeople together and delivered what would be remembered as the Grito de Dolores, the cry of Dolores. Though no exact transcript survives, he urged the people to rise against bad government, to defend their religion, and to seize back the lands stolen from them. Thousands answered his call. The insurgent army swelled quickly, fueled by anger at centuries of injustice. Hidalgo's forces, now numbering tens of thousands, won stunning victories at San Miguel, Celaya, and Guanajuato, where a famous assault on the Alhóndiga de Granaditas became a symbol of popular fury. In October 1810, at the Battle of Monte de las Cruces, Hidalgo defeated royalist forces and stood at the gates of Mexico City. Yet, inexplicably, he hesitated and retreated. In early 1811, at the Battle of Calderón Bridge, Hidalgo's forces suffered a crushing defeat. On July 30th, 1811, Miguel Hidalgo was executed by firing squad, but the cause did not die with him. Into the vacuum stepped José María Morelos, another priest but a very different leader. Morelos was a skilled military strategist and a visionary political thinker. In 1813 he convened the Congress of Chilpancingo, which issued the Sentiments of the Nation, a document declaring Mexico's independence, establishing popular sovereignty, and proclaiming equality for all citizens. However, the tide turned. In late 1815, Morelos was captured by royalist forces and executed. The movement once again fragmented into regional guerrilla bands. Meanwhile, in Spain, political turmoil was brewing. In 1820, a liberal revolution forced King Ferdinand VII to restore the constitution of 1812, which limited royal authority. A royalist officer named Agustín de Iturbide was sent to crush Guerrero's forces, but instead of fighting him, Iturbide negotiated. This alliance produced the Plan of Iguala in February 1821. It declared Mexico independent, guaranteed equality between peninsulares and criollos, and made Catholicism the sole religion. On September 27, 1821, the army of the Three Guarantees entered Mexico City in triumph. After 11 years of war, Mexico was free from Spain. But the new nation faced immense challenges: political instability, economic ruin, and the question of governance. The Mexican War of Independence was not a single unified movement, but a complex struggle shaped by shifting alliances, social divisions, and competing visions of the future. The Grito de Dolores remains a rallying cry for Mexicans today, celebrated every September 16th. The ideals of Hidalgo, Morelos, Guerrero, and countless unnamed fighters continue to inspire struggles for justice and equality.